Suzanne from Flatwearable Artisan Jewelry. I'm going to show you my curly fork video, and I want to thank Kana Lehman for her inspiration for this. It's been extremely helpful in my learning process. So I've gone ahead and I've already cut the fork off and I've ground it down and made it smooth on the edge. This particular one, the silver plating was pretty much gone, so on the fiber wheel I just removed the silver plating, so now it's a gold color. This tine here I bent forward a little bit so I could grind that tip off. I get it, well, I didn't grind it off, just ground it down smooth. Now I'm going to pull it out a little bit with the copper pipe so I can get it under the bender to make the ring loop. And I'm using the largest mandrel on there, and just put it under, slide it through as much as you can, and then bend it around. Just lift up on it and bend it around. Not every fork is really very suitable for doing this. You want to get the ones with the longest, thinnest tines, and ones that are, you can actually flex more with your fingers. So we're going to go over here, put it in a vise. I've got a couple blocks of wood here to help protect the ring shank. And tighten that down. Use my copper pipe to lift. These are actually a circlip plier, but they work great for fork tine curling. I'm going to grind those little tips off at some point because they're not necessary and sometimes they just get in the way. So they have like a 9-inch handle, which gives you a tremendous amount of leverage. It makes it really easy to do the curling. So I found when I want to get these really tight curls, if I hold the pliers in after my first couple of curls and hit it down, I can get some really tight curls. So I'm just going to go along and do this bending. I like to leave little loops kind of at the end of some of my curls so I could put crystals in afterwards. So I really like the way that that looks. Okay. And if you don't leave something in there, you'll end up closing that down too far. And so it's just kind of playing and manipulating it till you get it the way you want it. These are some smaller round nose, just to tighten up that little curl there. Now again, if you put something in there, when you hit it down, it's not going to collapse that curl on the end. And, you know, if you don't have any interest in putting crystals in the end, then it really wouldn't be too necessary. So I'm just going to kind of get that out of the way for a moment and work on my next one. Same thing, bend it up. I've got a bunch of different pliers here. The smaller bail making, the larger bail making pliers, the nylon pliers. These here, these Knipex pliers, you can find these on Amazon. They're called a retaining clip plier or a circlip, C-I-R-C-L-I-P, circlip plier. And straighten that up a little bit. And I'm not too really concerned about tool marks because I put it on my fiber wheel afterwards to help alleviate some of that, and then follow it up on the bench buffer to give it some shine. I'm finding that I really like to do patina on them too, and getting the underneath spots, the interior spots, dark, and then highlighting the high points with white compound. usually on a little buff on my Dremel. I'll hit the tops of it after it's had the patina added to give highlights. So I'm just continuing to do this. There's really no rhyme or reason to the curls. I think it's more just kind of playing and seeing what you like. I find the more I do this, the more fun ways I can find to make curls. Straighten that up. Tap this down. And let's see. I'll turn this one over one more time here. And a little round nose to tighten that end loop up. Okay. So now I'm going to put them in place. You can put them in place as you go. I kind of like waiting until I've got all three of them done, because I find it helps me place them more strategically. I've found if I lay them down as I go, then I don't end up liking it so much afterwards, because they just didn't lay exactly the way I wanted them to. So I'm laying them down after they've been curled. So kind of look at it, play with it. And I think I want to lay that other one down just a little bit more. I'm going to put this on top of it, just so I hit that area specifically, because otherwise I'm just hitting all the other areas and I may not want all of them to move. So then I just kind of look at it, see if anything needs adjusting. I don't want that to turn that way, so I'm just going to rotate that with my hand, with the plier. This definitely does take some hand and arm strength, but the long pliers really help a lot. So look and see if I like everything. Just kind of play with it. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to go and on my fiber wheel, I'm going to buff off these little tool marks that I have on here. And if you're really concerned about the silver plating, you only want to do this very lightly. Since the plating on this is gone, I can be a lot more aggressive with it. I'm not worried about damaging plating when it doesn't exist anymore. Lay around it. Okay. And a little more right there. Alright, so then we're going to go over it here, and I'll hit it real quick with the white compound. The top of those curls. And again, because I don't have plating on here, I don't have to be concerned with being too aggressive. Okay, so at this point I'll probably do some patina on it and add some crystals to it. And any other little tweaks I might want to do to it. But there you go. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.